Alright, so I thought we'd just cover this as part of our work on our MGmetre. We want to remove the distributor. We're mainly cleaning up, but we thought we'd cover this as it might be of interest. There's some other bits removed from around this engine because we're doing other jobs, but actually that's going to let you see it a little bit easier, and the idea is it's still a good visual reference and a little follow through of what we're doing. So you've got your distributor here, and the coil is up here, and it's fitted on this bracket here. So we want to remove that to get that out the way and disconnect the wires. The good thing with these wires is the way they've done it, they can't really be mixed up because they've got unique ends, either female or male ends, so you would find it very difficult to mix them up, which is actually quite a nice way of doing it. So hopefully you can see there they are opposite ends on there, so it'd be a lot more difficult to mix up. It's probably still worth marking them if you're not sure, but it's certainly a lot difficult to mix up. And of course there is where the main wire would come down into the coil, which we've already got off. So yeah, hopefully you can see that. And again, it's one of those things, if you're doing it yourself, you'd make your own sort of note, but it's useful to be aware of. Right, so there is the coil lead which we had out the way, and then we've marked the number 1 lead, and of course you've got all your 4 spark plug leads coming back to the distributor there.
Right, now down here is the distributor clamp with the bolt there. Not easy to get at, but it's there. Yeah?
Yeah.
We'll show you that in a minute. Now, we always time the engine before we remove anything like that, so we know to put it straight back in the same place, and then just do the final adjustment with the timing light.
So yeah, that's what we're going to be showing you, is us getting the engine in time, then removing the distributor, and the idea is then when we put it back, the engine will be all in time and it will go back in the same place. Right, so what we're going to first of all do is remove this number 1 lead there, and then we're going to remove the spark plug and get the piston up to its top position. Right, so we've got the spark plug out now, as you see, and what we're going to do is get the engine, as we said, in time, so we can remove the distributor knowing that when we put it back, it'll be all in the right time and position. So to get it in time, what we're going to do is put a punch in that cylinder number 1,
and the piston's not at the top at the moment.
Yeah, and we want the piston to come at the top, but theoretically the piston can come to the top in 2 positions, and we want it at the top in the right position. So the way we're going to do that is go by these valves here on cylinder 1, and we want these valves both up, which means they're closed in the cylinder, and then over on this side we want this valve, we're almost there but not quite there, and there's also a timing mark down on the crankshaft wheel that we show you in time as well, and we're just turning the engine over to do that. So we've already gone round a fair way to get it roughly in position, and we're just going to get it right up into that position that we definitely want. So we're going to put that punch in the spark plug hole, see if it's up at the top.
Near the top, and the mark's coming round. There it is.
I think you can roughly see that. We've put the punch on that mark so you can see it.
Nearly at the top.
Feeling it's at the top, and just keeping an eye on those valves there. Right, so hopefully, as you see, we were just fine sort of tuning or turning the engine just to the right point down there from the crankshaft, and hopefully you can see if we bring this down, there's just that little notch there lining up with that top point there. And we've also got the piston right at the top, as you can see now. Hope that punch is hardly going down at all. And on the valves, we've got these two fully up and closed, but we know they're definitely closed because there's no pressure on those, and hopefully you can see that those were moving. And then up the other end where we showed you,
they can't move.
They can't move, so they're what's called on the rock there. So we now have those lots of different reference points really to make sure that the engine is in the right place. So that piston is at the top, but we know it's at the top in the right place by checking the valve positions and the timing mark, which you can see just down there. So now when we remove the distributor, we know the engine's in time and it will go back in the right place. Right, so now we're going to undo the distributor clamp, which is holding the distributor in its place.
Not easy to get it.
Right, so as you see, we're undoing the clamp, and what this clamp does is holds the distributor in place for its fine tuning, you know, once you've got the engine in time when you're putting it back. And you can see there, you can just move it for fine tuning, and normally that's when you're timing it with a timing gun. So we just thought we'd show you that there before we completely remove that clamp.
Right, now the clamp is more or less free now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we should be able to get the distributor out. Again, you've got number 1 lead marked. And the firing order is 1, 3, 4, 2. Going round anti-clockwise. And I don't know whether you can see it there, but this dog is offset. That's why it's important to get the timing right to get that back in. Then it can only go back in one position.
Oh, and what we didn't cover is that the vacuum pipe for the vacuum advance needs removing. So you can remove it from this end, which we've done, but it's also come out from this end, and it goes all the way to there, is it?
That one's there, or yeah, I think it is. Yes.
Yeah, that one there.
Yeah, that's it. Under there like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one it goes on. But the end's broken off on that one, so we've got to get 2 of these from somewhere.
Right, so now the distributor's out, I thought we'd just show you in there, and you can see the bracket there that slid back, and here's where the distributor went in. And hopefully, if we can get a good focus in there, which we can, you can hopefully see that one of those slots is bigger than the other slot and lines up with the distributor as we showed you. So if we just show that again now.
That's the O-ring seal there.
Oh yeah, so if we come round, you can now see the end there as well. So yeah, hopefully that's giving you a good visual reference of both of those and how they look. And what we've done there is just plug that hole in there where the distributor goes so no dirt gets in, and we've put the spark plug back there, and of course we'll put the valve cover back on top so no dust gets into that either while we do other jobs, and then it will all be ready and clean for when we put everything back. Although hopefully when we put it all back it will be nice and clean and painted, the engine. Right, so that is the distributor all removed, and we thought we'd do that just as a little video. As I said, our videos are always a visual reference to give you an idea what's involved. And although there's other bits removed from this engine, hopefully that's been useful for you to have a look at us doing it and how we've done that. And hopefully there'll be other videos on some of the other jobs we're doing on this MGmetre as well. As I say, it's a job to cover every little bit, but hopefully the visual reference helps. As always, thank you very much for watching.